Yo, it was Easy the Block Captain. Like to give a shout out to Mikey T, the movie star, Gutter City, Philly shit, man, Mr. Himothy.
Man, Easy, the block captain. It's great to get you on the show. I appreciate you joining me today. Gutter
Mm-hmm.
City Entertainment is in the
Yes.
building.
Yes, what's going on? I appreciate you having me. I know we've been playing tag a little bit going out the weeks and all that, man, but I've been just so busy again, man. So I apologize, one, and two, I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you fitting me into your schedule. We were both born in 88. I want to ask
Okay.
you, yeah, we're 88. We're 88 babies, bro. I want to ask you about growing up in Philly. Which
Mm-hmm.
part are you from and what was
Mm-hmm.
life like for you before music and battling?
Well, I mean, growing up in Philly was a little different for me because I was raised by my dad and my godmom. So like, in the beginning, my mom and my dad split. So when I was, young, I thought that another lady was actually like that mom. You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't until I was 10 till I found out like that she like wasn't like my real mom. So like she was in like Germantown. So I went to Germantown. Like I wasn't living in Germantown until I was like 10. And then my mom reached out to me. And then I just remember out the blue. I just remember swear like this is like one memory like I had when I was young. Like I remember my dad like, yo, I'm taking you to go see your mom. So I'm thinking, you know what I mean? We going, and I wound up down in West Popular Projects. You know what I'm saying? Like I wound up there, and that's when I met my grandmom and my real mom, and I found out I had brothers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So then from there, I lived in North Philly for a little bit till I was like 15, 16. And then and my mom, she got locked up. So then after she got locked up, I was just like split around. So I went with my grandma, my brothers went with my aunts, and then she came home. Then I went to like Williamsport, and then she got locked up again. Then we came back to Philly for a little bit. I was in children and youth for about a year and a half too. You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't really like up to like I was like 10. I wasn't really like as stable. Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like that, because I done lived with my aunt on on like 33rd Street. Then I lived with my grandma on West Popular Street. Then my aunt on Somerset Street. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I've done lived everywhere. I done lived everywhere and all of that. So and then I also when she moved out of town, we done lived in like Williamsport and Norristown and all of that stuff too though. So but like the majority of my childhood, it was in Philadelphia. It was just a little rough a little bit.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you sharing that with me. I know a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, they want to know where you're from, how you grew up, but it's interesting, similar. My brother, who's a bit older than me, he's in his 40s now. He's a movie director, just
Okay.
dropped his first movie on Shudder, actually, Slapface. He actually was born in 1974. My mom was born in 1956.
Oh
So
wow.
he actually, at a certain point, thought his mom was his sister, both growing up with our
Mm,
grandparents.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
shit, man. So I appreciate
Mm.
you sharing that story with me as well, Easy. Um, and at what point did you start to take interest in music?
I think it was probably like maybe like I'm all right. I'm gonna say like the Bad Boys soundtrack came out. So whatever year that was, the bad boys, like whatever that I just remember my first rap was to that song.
Crazy.
So you know what I mean? Like I decided to like, we was just me and my brothers was just playing around on it. Then we was like, yo, man, we should try this shit out and start writing. I kind of remember a little bit of it. It's a little trash, but it was my first one or whatever. So that probably was what, like 96, I think it came out. I think so, probably like yeah, probably like that. Mm-hmm.
Damn, man. So you were barely even 10 years old, kind of following the role of your brother a little bit. I remember shit like that though.
Yeah, just so and then we didn't even have like instrumental, so we was actually writing over. You know what I mean? Like over like the actual track. So it was just like that though. It was just like playful stuff. I don't think I got serious. I don't think I actually put my first song together. So I probably was like 15 though. Like, you know what I mean? Like my own song, my own beat. Like I went to the studio actually and like tried it out. So like probably like 15, but from like that Bad Boy soundtrack, I know that's the first time I actually wrote a physical rhyme.
So you're starting to make music, you know, you're starting
Right.
to get into the studio. When does battling become a part of your, life? When do you see that as something you could jump into?
Now battle rap was so late. Like battle rap was I was an adult. Like I was an adult like battle rap. I'm trying to remember. I started in 2013, like the end of 2013. So yeah, I mean I was already like 24. Like, yeah, I mean, like 25, whatever. It was just I guess it's the similar story where everybody's like music wasn't doing what a lot of artists would like it to do, like underground artists and all of that. You know what I mean? It's good for the circuit. Maybe people around you a little bit. You might can sell a couple units and like CDs, but it wasn't like enough. Like I did the Power 99 used to do the little open mic things and like the little conventions. I did all of that. You know what I mean? I tried those and all of that. Went through the what's the other one where you gotta be you grab your own tickets, like you sign up and then you gotta like have your own tickets and they just provide the like I did so much. I did open mics.
Showcases.
Yeah, I did it and it was just like it was cool for like maybe exposure or to get like the jitters out to like performing like front of people, but it wasn't doing like what an average person be wanting. People want your music to be heard or you want like people to like
Right.
know like you're fire at least. So um I came home from jail and I just was like, you know what, maybe we should switch it up a little bit and all that. So I started being interested in battle rap. So I started watching it. Hollow Man and Enes. I think like that was like my first physical battle I watched. And then from on, I just went and watched all the like Enes battles, and then that took me to DNA, and then DNA took me to Hollow, and then Hollow took me to T-Rex, and then you know what I'm saying, the Mook and all of that. But I already knew Reed though, you know what I mean, like that. But like the way I was looking at it from Reed, even though I watched them old ones like Reed vs. Tigger and all of that, but like the new, like when I got into it, they was already on stage. I think you dig what I'm saying? Mic up and all of that. It was already something like Smack was already here. You know what I mean? So it was like a little bit different. And I just was like, yo, I just was listening to a few of them, and I was like, I think I could beat these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I could beat these niggas. So like, I just tried it, and then boom. Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty much the point. Like when you got out of jail, that was the point where you pretty much had to pick between the two. I just wanted to add in though, like you were saying, a lot of rappers, they wouldn't feel like they were getting the notoriety from their music. So they would want to do something like what these guys, like you saw French Montana back in the day jumping in these type of battles. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Jay Mills and E Ness, as you mentioned on the Making the Band show. Shout out my guy Freddie P. But some of the new fans might not know about you putting in work before getting locked up. What were the challenges of coming home and getting back into the game, getting into battle rap, and shooting to the top like you did?
I mean, it was just, I mean, as far as like street shit, it was just, getting over that hump. You know what I mean? Because like you still got bills, you still got kids, you still got, you know what I mean, like things to do. And then, when you on your like grind, most of this shit is free at first. So most of this shit you're paying off. Like, you know what I mean? You're paying for your own shit. I'm paying for people to get on, songs or, you know what I mean? Like we actually, you know, promotion or, you know what I mean? Like that. So it was just more of, do I want to focus on, you know, physically music, or because if I'm going to be in the streets and do music, that was fun too because it paid for shit, but I paid for shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. So at the end of the day, you really can't do both. So I do understand when like people that actually try to put money into you, like as your brand, and then they like tell you like, yo, are you still in the streets? Because if you're not, if you is, it's not going to work. Like that's a real thing though, for real. Because people be putting up money, people be putting up time, and then for a person to fucking like waste all your money and time, and you go to jail for a year in this industry is a long time, man. You know what I mean? Like I went to jail for 2.5, almost 3, and then I came back and I had 5 battles, 5-6 battles already. So from 2013 to 2014, I racked up about 6 battles. Now, mind you, when I didn't have my next battle till almost 2018. So it was just like people knew who I was, but it was like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, because it's been so many people that then came and left, and so many battles like happened. So it's like, you really got to start over. And I just didn't want to like start over. I understood it. I did it though, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I was still better than what was out now. But it was just, I think once I had like once I mentally focused on just the music side of things, I think that's when shit just start getting, you know what I mean, good.
You know, and I've seen you've made quite a wave in the battle scene, you know, appearing on battles for like so many different leagues. What do you make of the people as well as your peers now saying that Eazy is bringing back, bringing life back to battle
Mm-hmm.
rap?
I think, I mean, I wouldn't say like the life back to it, but I think it was just missing a type of like grittiness. So I say this, I say like for the people who be like, yo, like what do he bring special to it? I mean, we done heard all of this, we done heard all this shit before. You know what I mean? Like we done heard this shit before. We have like some of the goats, especially from Philly. You know what I mean? We have the goats like Reed and Cass and all that. And then you can even go to like New York. You got the Mooks and you got the T-Rexes too. You know what I mean? Like they had a kind of like a street sound. Now I just say now for me, it's like some of this shit that I tell you or majority of shit that I talk about, it's true. Like you really got a nigga like myself who was up and down in life, who went from household to household, who mom really was getting booked, she really sold drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like so dad left, you know what I mean? Like you mean children and youth, foster homes. Like I really, so the shit that I be talking about is me. You dig what I mean? Like I can't control what I've been through. So I just, the only thing I like to do as a coping is to express it. You dig what I'm saying? And then I just reach a lot of people because a lot of people from inner cities been through that shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people been through that. Like, you'd be like, damn, like, yo, my dad not here. Or, damn, I had to sit in a foster home while you don't have anybody to call. Like, people been through that. So they can feel that more than maybe a punchline or I'll raise the 40 or you low. And you know what I'm saying? Like that. There's more people out there that mom was on drugs. There's more people out there that had to grind, that had to trap because they didn't have shit. There's more people out there that, you know what I mean, got to take care of their kids. They got 5 felonies and then you come home looking for a job. You can't get this shit. And then you got to go back to the street. That's is more, those is the people I'm trying to reach and be like, yo, if if you do it differently, which I'm never knocking it. You know what I mean? Like I don't knock it because you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you could do it in a different way though. So that's just I just feel like that feel came back. Like, okay, everything ain't commercial. This shit is real life here.
So, yo, I want to talk about gun titles. You know, going
Okay.
against Chess, you said, I'll talk to myself if I need a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how you ended up connecting with gun titles to join the group?
So me and Rock, we did a 2-on-2. So that happened, and I know after we did the 2-on-2, like they wanted us to battle and all of that, which people listening, me and Rock is still going to battle, and me and Surf is still going to battle. And I always say I did come in like with my own squad, like G City or whatever, and there was a few, underground battle rappers from the area, of the city or whatever, but they're not, as high. I'm trying to work everybody in. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. So it was more of a yo, I'm not joining the team. I did say that in the beginning. I'm like, I'm not going to join the team. But then gun titles, it wound up was a tag team. So it wound up just being like Rock and Surf as a tag team. And then Chess did the 2-on-2 with Rock. You mean I did the 2-on-2 with Rock, Surf did the 2-on-2 with Rock, whatever like that. So like everybody was already cool in that circle, and then the battle with me and Chess had to get locked in. So then after the Eazy and Chess battle, um, he asked me, was like, yo, you want to join the team? You want to join your man? You want to join Gun Titles? And then at that moment, I knew everything I had like going on. And it was just like, okay, me putting myself in the, in the category where three superstars. So you got Rock, and then you got Chess, and you got Surf all over top. Cause I'm new still. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So when we come to fan base and everything, I'm new. You know what I mean? They're already at 100,000 and videos already done hit a mill. So when you just got like a new, fresh motherfucker, and they East Coast. I know people say it is like, yo, we wanted you to build a team from the city, from Philly, but that was cool. But we don't really have a lot of people to like join as far as like a force. You know what I mean? Like who else is on Smack like from it's only me. You think besides if Cass come back. You know what I mean? Besides if Reed come back. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. But like I mean, but as far as inside, me and Cass is thorough. Me and Reed is thorough. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. He got his own thing going on. I got my own thing going on. And they fuck with me because I didn't need nobody to like a cosign. I actually grinded from the muscle. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. People come at me. I actually grinded this shit from the bottom to the top. Never asked nobody for help, like nothing. But when I got to a level where I knew I was recognized, that's when I reached out. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, this easy, such and such, you mean? And then it be like that. But that's the story behind like the titles. Like Rock always asked me to like be like Cave Game. I just was like, no. At that time, I was like, no. So we formed the group as Gun Titles to become a group. It wasn't an original group. It was a tag team. And I was interested in that. I didn't want to join like an already previous team, but they formed one for all four of us. So I was like, all right, cool.
So how has it been building with all the guys over the past few months since you've joined? Is it really going to be a strictly battle thing, or could we ever see any music coming out? I mean, I saw that, I think it was Tay-Rock who quoted it as the Avengers.
Right. Yeah. Me and Rock was just talking the other day. We definitely about to hop on something. Chess dropped his project today, I believe. I was busy enough, you know what I mean? Because we all got things happening and shit too. So by one person battling, the other people was doing something, and then I might be battling, then they doing something. So, but we have been in the talks about doing maybe a 4-song, little EP or something, with all of us or whatever on there like that. We just gotta find the time. But I know me and Rock is gonna hit the studio soon though.
That's what's up. That's good to hear, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had done a couple interviews, Hollow the Don, Kay Walker. They both gave you and Chess the battle of the night. Hollow
Right.
told me he had to go as far to call you after that, I believe.
No, yeah, Hollow always been thorough and all that. He been giving me a lot of tips in the background, just things that, and I would say this though, a lot of the top tier guys have been giving me a lot of advice though, like a lot of advice, like, you know what I mean, as far as, because they've been through it already. They first 8 years, 10 years, they know how it is. I'm growing at such of a rapid rate. Sometimes I can get lost in that. You know what I mean? Then people try to get me for maybe, a low budget, or they try to get me to do something that doesn't make sense or isn't conducive to the things I'm trying to do. So you mean you'll get, Tay-Rock be like, no, you're not worth this. You worth this. And be like, yo, if they don't want you to do that, then you say no, or you'll get a Hollow to be like, yo, you don't know. Like so many people then call me and say, yo, you don't know what you're worth. You know what I mean? Like, don't let nobody tell you you're not worth this, because right now you're worth this. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. So it be like that. You gotta get it from. I tune in, man. Like, you mean, if you got any advice for me that's helpful, I'm gonna listen. You know what I mean? I'm not hard headed, and I started late. You know what I mean? I feel like that. You know what I mean? Even though a long time is just his time, but I just feel like I started late to even get the shine. So if people take a liking to me and they want to pass me any advice that's conducive to anything that I'm trying to do, I'm gonna tune in. Hollow talk to me. Lux has called me. You know what I mean? Mook. You mean Don Q has called. You dig what I'm saying? Like, just a lot of people just, yo, I fuck with you, E. And I'm like, you mean, I appreciate it.
And after your battle with Chess, it was heavily rumored that you were gonna battle Murder Mook. Can you speak
Mm-hmm.
on that now?
No, we was about to battle. It was locked in. It was a Drake card. He did have a battle versus Briz. That battle didn't happen. We had about 22 days, 23 days. They was trying to find him a new opponent. They called me. I accepted. He accepted, and then he just figured that he already wrote for Briz, so then he figured that he didn't have enough time to write for me in that short amount of time. So the battle, it didn't happen. Is the battle going to happen? Sure. You know what I mean? That's going to be on Mook time. He did. I seen him the other day. He did express to me that he won 3 battles, and I am on that list though.
So on the record champions, you said made Mook dip a battle, and y'all talking about impact.
Right.
Was missing out on this battle with Murda Mook something that affected you?
I think so, because when they did the champion of the year, that was basically, it went down to the top 2. So that was Gotti and that was me. You mean that was 1 and 2. He wound up taking it because he battled Lux. He battled Lux, and I was supposed to battle Mook on that same card. Now I did go undefeated, but I still ended the year with 4 battles, and the 5th was the 2-on-2. So I had the 2-on-2 with Tay Rock. So that was the 5th. They don't really count 2-on-2s as much. So I really just it was like I was fighting with the 4 battles, 4 strong battles, but I was fighting. I was fighting with 4 strong battles, and he had about 8 of them. You know what I'm saying? 8, 9 of them, and then you include Lux there too. You know what I mean? Like that. So it was more of, if he would have got the Mook battle, then it could have been that. So yeah, I mean that's what they say. They say that that affected me as far as that.
Battling a goat like Mook, I don't think it would have been fair to make it a 1-rounder. And by fair, I mean fair on the fans.
Right. I mean, it was gonna be 3. It was gonna be 3. You know what I mean? Like that when I was about to do DNA for 1 round. You know what I mean? Like after the Mook battle went down, we down about 16 days. They called me. They still, Drake was like, he's still trying to have me on the card, but I know y'all don't got enough time, so let's do a 1 round. So that was just a replacement of, they already called me. I was in the lab for like 6 days trying to get it together because I don't really write that fast, but it's Mook. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, hey, cool, I'm there and all of that. But that since that didn't happen, they was still trying to just put me on the card. So that was the only reason why the 1-rounder was even talked about. But the me and Mook was 3 though.
Okay. And man, that's crazy just to be getting calls. Drake wants you on his battle. I've seen the way
Right.
you grinded from the mud in these different battles you've taken. But at this point, getting this type of consideration, do you feel like you've gone higher than the ceiling was considered to be for you?
I mean, I wouldn't say higher. I would say, to me, I don't feel like I'm there yet. I still feel like it's more, it's more things to do. It's a lot of every day, I can get involved in something. I'm starting to act now too. So that's, that
Right.
hit a different ceiling for me. As far as rapping go, battle rapping, maybe I'm almost there as far as battle rapping, but I'm still working on my project as far as album. I still have like goals to like actually chart. You dig what I'm saying? I want to chart. I want to do stuff. So I don't feel like I have hit a ceiling in music and acting yet. Battle rap, yeah. And I'm still probably at a 7 just for me because I know I can get better. You know what I mean? Like that. But yeah.
What do you make? I gotta know, Easy. What do you make of relevant rappers like NLE Choppa putting you on the top of his list? Like,
Fire.
what's your take on the way that battle rap has really leveled up?
Mm-hmm. Me, I take every battle like it's my last because you don't know who gonna see you. You know what I mean? Like, so I try to make sure that I'm prepped. I try to make sure I have enough time. I try to make sure because as much as I go up, like an example, I battle Mook, I know more eyes is gonna be on me than maybe a chess battle. And not saying that battle wasn't big because that was a big battle, but Mook brings certain eyes. You know what I mean? He brings the top of the top. He brings the Puff Daddy. He brings those. They're going to watch that battle. So I feel like just with the T-Rex, like when I battled T-Rex, a lot more people. That's how I got the actual job. as the acting job because I was doing, you know what I mean? So I just feel like make sure I bring 100% every battle because you never know who's gonna watch. And Chopper, he was there. I battled K-Shine, he was there. I had him going crazy in the back. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't know he was gonna be there. I'm writing to beat them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm writing to beat them, no matter who they. I don't care if it's just us two, a crowd or whatever. Like, I'm writing to win the actual battle. So when people is there and they just see it, just the respect level that they give me, tagging me, you know, yo, he my top 3. You know what I mean? Lloyd Banks said I'm his top. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like that be like, yo, he has it. So right there, you know what I mean?
You know, another early cosign for battle rap came from Nick Cannon. What's your thoughts on battle rappers getting that outlet on Wild and Out?
Fire. I think certain battle rappers is for it. And I think certain battle rappers is not for it, but regardless, we gotta like support the people. I think everybody who he has on there now is for it though. You get what I'm saying? Like some people can't like freestyle. Cassidy's good at that. Clips is good at that. Sharon good at that. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's what they do. Hitman, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's a few more that's in the coach that if they get that type of look would be like excellent. You know what I mean? For it. But that's a big wave though. As far as that makes you want to do other things. Like you see that, you're like, yo, you see they came from battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like they came from that. So you could do more.
Yep, facts, man. I always used to see those guys party in that club Live in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You'd see like Conceited in there and shit, popping
Yeah.
bottles and
He
shit.
got a shoe now. Like he Conceited is like the blueprint from battle rap on up though now. You know what I mean? Like because you just where he went from and he didn't really put in like he didn't go as deep in battle rap as he like could have went because he already was taking off. Now you see him in commercials. He got his own sneakers. You know, he hosting stuff. Is like, yo, that's like okay from where we at right now to where you can be. Like that's it there.
Did you have any experience on Wild and Out that you could share with us?
No, I never went there.
Oh well, Nick Cannon's gonna be on it, man. I'm sure.
Yeah, I never went there. Man. I would be interested in that though. You know what I mean? I'll
Hell
be
yeah, man.
interested.
So while I got you here, I mean, I got to get your top 5 artists. So Easy, I wanted to get your top 5 artists. I was watching your interview with Remy Ma, and you paid Fat Joe a lot of respect. But let me get your top 5 overall.
In life, like overall time,
Yeah,
all
like
time.
yeah, overall, just so the people can get it.
Okay, I'm gonna say Nas, Tupac, um, Jay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. All time is crazy. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Siegel. I'm gonna go. Siegel. I'm trying to be careful with this last one, man. This last one. All time that I was just. I'm gonna say Kiss. I'll say Kiss it, man. I'll say Kiss it, man.
It's a good list right there. And
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Nas is like he's like my favorite though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like I like listening to Nas and Jay-Z. You know, I was a big Nas fan, you know what I mean? Like
so we have Nas, Tupac, Jay-Z,
Tupac.
Beanie Siegel,
Mm-hmm. And Kiss. We gonna do
Jay.
Kiss. Mm-hmm.
Very respectable list. And also, I'm going to ask you for your top 5 from Philly.
Okay, well then we got I have Beanie Siegel, of course. I have Black Thought, of course. I have Meek Mill, of course. I got Cassidy. Are we doing music? We doing all music wise?
Yeah, we're doing music.
Do
I
music,
mean, if
all
we were
do
doing
music.
podcast, Gilly would obviously be
Yeah,
up there,
yeah. Yeah, me. So then I need one more.
and Wallow.
Who yeah, these are just the people who I put on all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So music wise, we'll say I'm gonna share it with. I mean, can I say like Will Smith or no?
I was thinking you might say Will Smith at the end.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah,
sense.
I can say Will as far as music, but if we going, that's all over a time. But I'm gonna split it between Freeway and like Young Chris.
You must have liked Will Smith back in the day. I mean, you
Yo,
were
I
in
had the
school and
tape, yo.
everything
I
when he
had
was
his
8
fucking
years
tape.
old.
I had the tape, the fucking the Get Jiggy with it tape. I had it actually on a tape. I had the Raekwon, I had the purple tape, and I had that tape too. Like I
Everybody
swear.
had that tape, bro.
Yeah. I actually had the LL Cool J tape too. I forgot the album though. Oh yeah, because my mom was a big like R&B. You know what I mean? Like so, she old school R&B. So our household was a lot of R&B too.
So yo, so Easy, I want to ask you, man, what's your take on Cassidy making his return to battle rap?
I think it was good for battle rap. Like he showed people. I mean, I have like a personal joint with Cassidy now, so I kind of understand like what his go-to was like now. But I mean, you can still like learn from it as far as, because I mean, people is not on that Cassidy level, so I mean, you can't really ask for a lot of shit that he asks for. But just for he come in, he asks for like what he has to ask for, he gets what he wants. It's popular to him because now we have other things, like I was saying, when you battle Mook or you battle, now you got other people outside of battle rap that's blogging about it. So now it's more eyes on it. You know what I mean? Face Offs is doing 1 million views. Ain't nobody really Face Off is doing that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, but he drops a Face Off is doing 1 million views now. Now it's more people watching that card. Now, if you're on that card, you're going to get paid more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, regardless, he is the name. So like, I think him coming into battle rap, was a good thing. I mean, as far as like as the battles go, I think he progressed every battle too. You know what I mean? I think he's starting to understand like this era of rap now. And I think it's gonna be good.
Do you have a past relationship with Cassidy, or did you guys just connect?
We just connected. A lot of them. I'm not gonna lie. The only people that I knew prior to this was Rain Man. I did a cipher for Rain Man, RJ Payne, maybe like
RJ?
2010. You know what I mean? So he knew who I was like before I start, like, you know what I mean, like who I start popping. Ness, you know what I mean, he knew who I was before I start popping. And they might be maybe the only two that I actually like seen, you know what I'm saying, like within the city before I took off. They actually like passed me a shot or something, like, you know what I mean, like that. But everybody else, like, I actually linked with after. But I wanted it though. I wanted it like the way how I have it now, like that's how I wanted it. Because I didn't want to seem like I was on nobody's coattail. I didn't want to seem like I was begging for opportunity. You dig what I'm saying? So I just was like, if I put in enough work, people was going to tune in.
You know, there's been a lot of talk of Cassidy and Tsu Surf being so close to gun titles. Can you give me your thoughts on if that battle potentially happened? Who would win, or would you want to see that battle? Do you think it's going to happen?
I mean, it could be. I mean, battle rap is at any point of thing now. You know what I mean? Like they're bringing back anybody to battle. I mean, that's a battle that could happen. I don't know if I want to see it. Like me personally, you dig what I'm saying? I won't probably even pick a winner. You know what I mean? Because I'm one thing I don't do is go against. I don't go against the city though. You dig what I'm saying? Like so, you mean even if you lose, I'm going. You mean I'm going to rock out. You know what I mean? Like that. So like even in predictions, I'll be biased. Nah, man, I don't care. You know what I'm saying, like that. But I'm not going to pick against like the city. But if them niggas, my team gun titles battling anybody else, I'm going with them. And if they got a battle, then I'll just be quiet or something like that. I ain't gonna say nothing.
No, I totally feel you on that because I got one of my co-hosts he's from Philly, SV Twiz. When it comes to Philly, I know how the Philly cats be, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I respect you in that aspect, gun titles and Cassidy and all that. Personally, I would want to see that battle. I hope we do get to see it, but it seems like both of their cards are, just stacked.
Yeah, that's an expensive ass battle too.
Good point.
Yeah, that's an expensive battle.
So what's your take on Drake getting involved in battle rap so heavily? I saw him sitting next to Tsu Surf. That was like the
Mm-hmm.
ultimate cosign for me. Like he was sitting there like an announcer. I don't think a lot of people expected it. but a lot of Drake's moves come off unexpected.
I mean, listen, I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like any opportunity that make my brand or a battle rap brand bigger, I'm all with it. He don't really we do the same shit. It's smack just on caffeine. He got his hands in caffeine. He threw his own card. The card was good because the bread was good, the opportunities was good. You know what I'm saying? Like that was another card that Drake was hosting. So half of his fans was going to tune in. You know what I mean? Like people who didn't even know you. That's why I was kind of mad I wasn't on that card. That was an opportunity I missed. I was pissed about that. But I mean, it is, you know what I'm saying? That so it's like when we get those type of, names that's endorsing like the culture, the eyes is open. You know what I mean? Like that, we really can't go wrong. Because if you do what you got to do in that battle, it's just the only thing that they doing is opening the door. That's the only thing they doing.
Yeah, it's making other people want to talk about it, like NLE Choppa posted on his story. It's making people see, oh shit, just because this is getting mainstream.
Yeah, and it's man, people was battling. I hear stories. People was battling for like $1,000 before, $500. Like now, we making five figures. You know what I'm saying? Like per battle, we people could take care of their family and of them doors that's open. So you mean like why not, man? I mean more people could come in too.
Did you ever get a chance to build with AR Rab? And is there any stories?
No, you know what's crazy? Because that's who let me tell you, I listen to that before I battle. I listen to him all day. Like anybody could tell you, like the day of my battles, he gets played all day. Like you know what I mean? Like that's like that's like my build up. You dig what I'm saying? Like I probably could know all his shit like this. Like they're gonna tell you, like, I don't want to hear nothing else. We don't listen to nothing else from morning time. I'm in the car. It's ARAB, 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 ARAB. You know what I mean? He give me that fuck them niggas type shit. You know what I mean? So then when I get on stage, I'm already like, fuck them niggas like that. But that has been like my thing for like the last year and a half. So, I swear.
That's what's up, man. I be holding Ab down, Dark Low. These are guys that I worked with out of Philly. I've done a lot of interviews with cats out of Philly. Gilly, you know what I mean?
Oh no, I already knew who you was. I did I be having like my little brother. He watch all of y'all. He watch you. He watch everybody. So he be putting me on. So when you reached out, he was like, yeah. Then he sent me like all the stuff you do and shit like that. So I was watching it. I said, oh, okay. I said, all right, cool. So yeah, I was already familiar. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. Shout out. For real. Appreciate that shit on the real, man.
No, please tell Ab that though, man. Please tell him I listen to his shit all the right before battle, and I ain't take a loss yet. You hear me? So we gonna keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. It's like Drake listening to AR Rab and his Rafe. You know what I mean? Like I said, Drake be doing the unexpected sometime, but what he says your name, your stock goes up to a certain degree. Like even Ab had told me that, when Drake said his name, he made like 50,000 or like a bunch of money off of that shit on features and all that shit. When did you first become aware of Ab? Was it just a year ago, or were you?
No. That was I always liked the Ab. I'm just saying that became my go-to theme music though. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. It was just been like my theme. Dark Low. I download. I listen to everybody from the city though. So you know what I mean. Core, like you know what I mean. If you go in my playlist, I got a playlist just for the city, and then I got playlists, other shit like that. Because that's the type of music I like. You know what I mean. Like that's the type of that trap shit, that pain shit. That's the type of music I like. So I listen to underground shit, and the best. You can't get no more trapped in craziness besides Ab, though. You know what I mean? Low and shit like that. If you really want to go crazy, you dig what I mean? Like that. But no, I always been a fan. I'm a fan from everybody from Philly. I'm a fan. You know what I mean? Like I listen to everybody. Anybody who drop, I'm gonna tune into it.
Yeah, free AR Rab.
Make sure you free those facts.
So Eazy, man, I got Eazy the block captain here.
Right.
Can you tell me how everything went when it came to getting the role on the new show Bel-Air?
Um, from what I was told from Morgan Cooper, and salute to him, man, I appreciate the opportunity. He was watching the T-Rex battle. And he said from the T-Rex battle, he just knew he had a part, like the part of Rashad. He knew I could fit it. You know what I mean? He was like, he just knew it, like that was mine. So, you know, they wound up reaching out to me. I'll tell the story again. Like I thought it was, they reached out to me via email. So, you know, there's a lot of scam shit happening out here. You know what I mean? People know you be open up links, niggas hacked, accounts hacked and shit. So I was a little scared to kind of respond to it because, you know, niggas is asking me to do a role for a TV show via email. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how you got the email address. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like, yeah, like, all right.
Shaky.
Right, it was a little shaky. So I was, so I asked if it was real. They said, yeah. And then, you know, we was talking back and forth, and then it just got to the point where I'm just like, all right, I need like a phone call or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And they actually called me. He FaceTimed me. Yo, this is real. I need, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, okay, appreciate it, bull. But then, you know, they took off there and all of that shit like that. So yeah, so that was fire. That's why I was saying, like, every opportunity I get to do, songs or a battle or anything that can just make my brand look better, I try to do it at 100%. Because you never know. You never know who watch. Never know.
So, man, how did you feel when you found out that you were getting the role as the villain in Bel-Air?
I didn't know what it was until I actually got on set. I didn't know. I'm just like, okay, I knew I was playing, got the script, I'm reading it, cool. I get to the trailer, I'm like, oh shit, we got trailer, we got like makeup and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, hold up, this might be a little serious or whatever like that. And then it was like, when I seen that they was like selling it from like my part and shit, like other thing, I'm just was like, oh, this is dope. You know what I mean? Like this is dope. And I just went in there and I did, you know what I mean, what I was supposed to do and all of that. But that, you know, I guess it didn't hit me until it actually, like the trailer actually dropped. Like once the trailer dropped and my fucking notifications went right through the roof. Like I didn't, like I like this, I still probably got shit in my Instagram I ain't checked yet. You know what I'm saying? Like that, because it's just like, it was that crazy. Once I knew how powered that was, Will Smith dropped it, Peacock dropped it. Once I start seeing like Hollywood TV, like everybody talking about it, I'm like, oh, this is big, 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 big. You know what I mean? Like that. So it was more like of a humble thing, like, okay, we did it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I did it.
Yeah, man. You know, in the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, we didn't really get to see much of the storyline play out, you know, with the villain who ran Will Smith out of town. You know, so how did it feel to actually flesh out that part of the story for everyone watching? I mean, we got scenes of you guys on the ball court in jail together. You know, you eventually going to stalk him all the way to California. Like we didn't really get that in the show.
Right. I think that was a good like dialogue. Like once I realized that it's more of a drama than like, you know, a comedy, I was like, yo, that's dope too. You know what I mean? Like that. So just everything that's going around me, like get a storyline of what happened. Cause I don't think we had like, we didn't know. Like the only thing we seen like was the intro. So for them to stretch that intro out for like 4 episodes was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it was like, oh, okay, don't like him, they in jail, he on him, he's texting his phone, such and such, and then he dies. He's like, yo, like what's happening? So I mean, I think that was good too, though. I liked it.
So how was it acting alongside Jabari Banks, who played Will Smith?
Oh man, he's a talented young brother, man. He's a talented. I actually like the acting shit way more than like the battle rap shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Like it was more of a family thing because in like I told somebody else this. I said in that type of situation, they all want to do good. They all want you to do good so you can make the show do good. You dig what I'm saying? Battle rap, we tearing each other down, whatever. Like we want you to lose. You know what I mean? Like I need you to lose because I gotta win. But in the show, it's like, yo, like do good. So they cheering me on. Like, you know, I'm nervous. You know what I mean? It's my first time. I never did no acting. I know I do perform and I perform on stage in front of thousands of people, but that was even more nervous because it's like, this is major. it's a, you know, it's a character people trying to see. We got Will Smith, we got people that's, yeah, I mean, I didn't met people and it's like, okay, these guys done been to school. You know what I mean? Like these guys, like this is what they trade for, like to do this. And I'm just here, just like, okay, it's my first time and then go. So it was like, but everybody was so like cool. Yo, you mean if I fucked up, they was like, yo, you got it, just chill, just relax, you got it. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. So they made me feel good, like there, you know what I mean? So it was, yeah, it was cool. Everybody was cool, but he's a talented person, man. He's a talented person. Just watching him made me like, okay, I could do this. You know what I mean?
How do you think the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show comes off in this era compared to the 90s?
I guess the 90s was more comedy. It was, you know what I mean? Like that was more it was real though. It was real comedy. This is what's happening now though. Like Hillary with the social media, you know, that's happening now. The young kids that's in schools doing drugs. You dig what I'm saying? Like they're glorifying our music. Even the scene when the little white boys were saying the N-word, whatever that happens though. You know what I'm saying? Like they get the song, they do that, you know what I mean? And I know people be mad at Carlton, but it's really black, you know, males that live outside of the city who act like that though. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I think everything is just like what's going on 2020. So much, so 2022-ish. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then it was so 90s. Like, that was like the 90s then. So, like, we can feel that more too. But like, this is so like 2022-ish.
Right. It actually translated over pretty well. I mean, the emotional moments that we're getting with Will and Phil, the relationship with Viv and
Mm-hmm.
Phil, you know, even Jeffrey's character to a certain extent makes sense with him now being the groundskeeper or whatever. You know?
Mm-hmm. 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 Because like, I like what they did, like as far as him, because it's like, all right, he was a butler in the 90s, but you can just tell he was more. Like even when you first see him, you like all right, he a little more. Why somebody is like that is like everybody has a backstory. So that backstory was a little different. He a G and all that. I liked that. You know what I mean? I think everything is cool though. I think when we're talking present time, if we're talking present time, you know what I mean? I think it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah. You know, being as though you were in the show, did you get a chance to meet the Fresh Prince himself, Will Smith?
I didn't. I didn't get to meet him. I wanted to though. When we was shooting heavily in COVID times, like heavily. So it was like, you know, COVID tests. If your scene wasn't to be shot, you wasn't on the scene. Period. You wasn't there. Like me and Freeway in the same episode. Me and Free was in the same hotel. But my shooting was from this hour to this hour. His shooting was from that hour to that hour. Like they did. It was two. You know how it was. Like when COVID was heavy, especially like in Cali. Like there was only a certain amount of people could be there. You know what I mean? Like that. If you wasn't doing the scene, they didn't want you there, period, because they was just being so safe. So I didn't get to meet a lot of people there, but I seen people in passing, if you will.
So you were actually saying, you know, you were shouting out Freeway. Freeway was in the show, and major salute to him. They actually went crazy with the Meek Mill classic record. What did you make of all the current music used in the film, in the show? Excuse me.
You know what, man? I wanted to submit some music. Yeah, man. And I didn't think about it until late. But a lot of the music I heard, it was fire because he used a lot of like underground stuff too. Like I liked it that, you know what I mean? Like that's fire. Like Morgan Cooper, he's full like he loves battle rap. He loves like the city of like Philadelphia. He loves the music there. Like you know what I mean, like he's like for the people on the come up to actually come up. Like he's a good guy, man.
You know, man, I think that you know, the series will probably go on for a number of seasons, so
Right.
you could potentially get some music in there in the future.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna ask. I'm definitely gonna
So,
ask.
did you get a chance to meet Meek Mill, and could you tell me if you guys ever had to have any kind of a relationship?
I never got to meet none of the like big people yet. I met Beans. That's probably one of the like the the top that I wanted to meet anyway. But you gotta say like my run only has been like the last 2 years. You dig what I'm saying? Like I didn't have like an extensive run like the last 2 years. So I know Oskino, he reached out to me. Like Tiz 215, he reached out to me. Like, like now everybody is starting to reach out, yo. I've been seeing you put in work, yo, you putting on for the city, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you mean besides like the legends of the battle rap, the Frank with the grippers and the kabooms and all of that, like I'm cool, as far as like that. The big people, the PMBs and the Meeks I haven't met yet. I haven't met.
Well, that's crazy that you
Mm-hmm.
actually got to meet the number one guy on your list. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's the number one guy on a lot of rappers'
Mm-hmm.
list. Beanie Siegel, I know he's number one on Ab's list. How was that getting the link with Beans? I've actually met him a time or two. Cool
You know
dude.
what's crazy is because he was coming home from jail, like the feds, and he met my mom. For somehow my mom and him like linked, and he needed like a ride home, and she just called me like, "Yo, Easy Beans here." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" You know what I'm saying? Like, is there put her on the phone with me? I'm like, "Yeah, I'm coming through." And then I went there and I took him home. So we was chilling for like maybe like 2 hours, 2 hours. We was talking about it, his stuff back in the day with the Rockefeller and what happened and all of that. He was, putting me on the game too. That was an interesting, convo. You know what I mean? Like, so that was just like cool. So yeah, I did get to actually have like a good convo. A good convo with Bees.
So, how did you feel about 50 Cent's new show, BMF? I noticed one of the directors from Bel-Air had actually shot a few episodes of BMF, Tasha Smith, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, yes. Well, for me, for an upcoming actor or battle rapper slash actor that's trying to, I'm trying to get into that whole mix. So of the power mix of the BMF, it really don't matter. I'm trying to get into that mix. So any connections with Bel-Air to power to me is great. You dig what I'm saying? Because I know that they're watching at least, you know what I mean? And they know, certain things so I can try to tap in. I've been trying to tap in though. I've been trying to tap in. I ain't gonna lie, I'm new at this. So as far as when it comes to this acting like stuff, I'm new at it. I don't be knowing like I'm listening to people of what they're telling me to do or what I should do like next because I didn't expect this. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't expect it at all.
Little Meech, he's been getting hell of acclaim since, the show, since depicting his father. Have you got a chance to see BMF? I mean,
Yes,
I was
yes,
just locked
yes.
in, man.
Yes, I watched it. I watched it. It was good. I like the storyline because I guess we never knew like what happened. You know what I mean? As far as what Big Misha stories I used to know is he used to fly fucking helicopters to the club and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Big money, you know what I mean? Drawing like it was like it was like a flashiness. So I'm having it in my head watching the series, like, all right, let's see how he got to it though. You dig what I'm saying? Like, let's see. So it's more of a okay, I want to see the story because of the stories I know of is just afterwards, I guess. You know what I mean? Like after he was him.
Yeah, Bel-Air had the same effect though, man. I'll tell you, watching those first 5 episodes, like I was like, all right, I'm just gonna, watch episode 1 and 2. All right, I gotta watch 3. Now I gotta watch 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was really hyped those weeks when there would be 2 episodes of BMF. But yeah, man, I want to get back into the battle rap. I want to talk
Okay.
about, Midnight Madness.
Mm.
Surf was on Clubhouse with Lloyd Banks, and he said Lloyd Banks found us, not on a URL page. Midnight Madness had not started. He found the movement on YouTube. What do you make of rappers like Lloyd Banks, like actually engaging and tapping in with your content from seeing clips on YouTube?
Oh, but I mean, Banks is a big battle rap fan though. So, before like the Midnight Madness, he was already, he was watching. He was already expressing, like interest in this and all that. Cause I don't know if you remember, they was trying to see if he would ever battle.
I heard rumors of him and
Yeah.
Vado after the MC war.
Okay. No, I ain't hear that one. I ain't hear that. I know they was trying to get him to come to like Smack though. you know, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah. So I know that was in the air. I don't know if that ever was serious or not though, but you know how people be talking and stuff like that. So, but yeah, for a while though, I knew that he was interested like in battle rap and he's a fan of it and all of that. So that don't surprise me. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, battle rap is, people watch it from NBA players to football players to directors to, you know what I mean? Like I done had so many people in my inbox that's like, yo, I fuck with you, E. Like, yo, you it's him. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and be like, yo, that's cool. So you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. But the when it comes to Midnight Madness, it's new, it's fresh. You know what I mean? I like the content of it. I guess it brings back like the old school shit. You know what I mean? So if you was, from the old school days, you meet up in the park. This one is just like you putting your own bread down, like you coming with nothing. You know what I mean? Like you come into the battle with just you and your bars. Y'all put the money on the floor. I was at the first event, so you put the money on the floor. You got the judges. Whoever picked it, whoever win, like the person actually picks the money up off the floor, gets the fuck out of there, like that. You know, like that's kind of that's kind of cool.
So, with all the rappers we've seen, jump in the battle rap ring, with what we've heard from Lloyd Banks, in the past, all of his albums and shit, how do you think he would fare being the punchline king and all?
I think he'll do well, depending on who you put, depending on who you put him up against, and all of that. It would probably be somebody of note though. You know what I mean? Like probably like Cassidy or something. You know what I mean? I'm probably assuming. I don't know if his first battle would be like with like a surf or a, it's possible though. You know what I mean? But like when those type of entertainers come to battle rap, they always want to battle like somebody at least on the same level, you know what I mean, as them and all of that. So if he battled another industry rapper, I think he'll do good. I think he'll do well. You know what I mean? Depending on who it is.
Man, coming off your battle with Averb and, having a thriving YouTube page, the Rolling Bel-Air,
Mm-hmm.
what's next for you, man? What's next for Eazy the Block Captain?
We got a couple of things lined up. I am going to drop my EP within the next 30 to 45 days. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can get enough time. I just booked a role for the On 10 series. Salute the man, Robinson. He's another movie producer. I just locked that in. So I will be shooting that actually this week. Actually this week. I'm going to Atlanta on Friday, and I'm gonna start shooting on Friday. So I do have and I have something else that I can't talk about yet because I'm up in the air, but that's big. So that comes around, then I'm gonna be seen a lot.
Man, well, I really appreciate you joining me today. We
Mm.
we covered a whole lot, man. I'm glad you shared your story with me, man. Eazy the Block Captain. It was a freaking privilege having you on the
No,
show.
I appreciate you, man. People go to www.guttercity.com. You can grab y'all merch. I do have a YouTube channel, Eazy the Block Captain. We do like really focus on battle rap there, but I do like podcasts and other stuff. I do interviews as well. Um, Follow me everywhere. I'm Eazy Block Cat, man. I'm everywhere, and I appreciate everybody rocking for me. You mean the good niggas and the haters, man, because I need the haters too. Yeah, you know I mean, like I need the haters. I don't even block people. I damn near block people because I like to hate, man, because it just be building me to do better, and I don't lose. You know what I'm saying, like that. But besides that, I appreciate everybody.